evening out there in the electronic ether. This is ReverendZ, and as most YouTube channels appear to once a year at the beginning of the year have a state of the channel video, I'm having one, even though I only have, as of making this video, 4 viewers, which is one more viewer than I had when I first attempted to make this video, but for some reason was all blurry and had no sound. So hopefully it'll go better this time. The state of the channel is fearful, but hopeful. I've made no secret about the fact that in the last couple of years I have watched Christians go out and attack people with the Bible. And I have seen all sorts of horrible things done in the name of Christ. And obviously, history has far worse examples than some of the things that are happening now. But we honestly have people that think they are Nazis who are walking the streets of our nation proudly with their flag. And they are marching alongside people that claim to be Christians, and some of them themselves claim to be Christians. And it is sad that they have no idea what a true Nazi would think about Christians, but the fact that they are being embraced by large portions of this country is scary. And since the Civil War, it does appear that every 50 years or so there is a horrible upheaval where people try and slap down minorities. They go off the deep end about immigrants or illegal aliens or whatever else they're going on about. And unfortunately, every generation thinks that they have destroyed this problem, or that those people are such a small fringe that they are no longer a thing. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't appear that my generation has licked the problem. And so here I am, attempting to do my part by screaming into the void. In my hometown, a man walked into a synagogue and killed a bunch of people because that particular temple had a program which they helped immigrants in. I cannot express how disturbing these things are. I myself, I'm sitting here. I am using an assumed name because I fear that someone might attack my family because I think that Nazis are bad. These are scary times. And unfortunately, we live with friends and neighbors who look at themselves and look at each other and think that they are the American, and anyone that is not like them is un-American. Frankly, virtually everybody here is an immigrant. Certainly all of the people making noise about immigrants are historically, at one point, their ancestors got off of a boat or a plane to get here. So we should, on some level, which we do not, embrace the fact that what makes this nation great is that people come here from all over the world and wish to be here. A lot of people in other nations do not get to pick what they are. A Frenchman, an Englishman, a Russian. They don't get to pick their nation of origin. But so many Americans have come from somewhere else, and they have decided that they wish to be Americans. And that's special. That's very special. And we should be embracing that, but frankly, we're not. And as Christians, we have an extra burden, because the Scriptures command us that we should welcome the stranger. And we don't. We're threatening to build walls. We're threatening to do this. For the next year, I hope that I will bring more videos that are uploading and actually reflective of what the Scriptures actually say. And I will need your prayer in this. And I hope God uses me as a vessel to deliver His message in a way that He wishes it to be delivered. And frankly, that seems to be a problem for some of my Christian brethren out there. And so, if you see me doing something or saying something that I should not be, leave a comment. I will consider all comments and everything. And even though this is an electronic community of sorts, I hope that everyone out there will attempt to keep me honest as well. There are some things which are going to be, as you've noticed, I've had a very difficult time making videos. I've had some family and friends get me a few things to make that process work a little bit better. I have a tripod, this microphone, for those of you that commented that the sound was terrible on the first couple of videos. There are a couple of other little doodads that I will call attention to when I get to them. And I just hope that this channel is of service to those that tune in. And I hope that it's a voice of hope, and that it is a voice that comforts. And for those out there that are claiming to be Christians but have decided that certain people don't deserve to be here, or that they get to sit in judgment of others, I hope that this channel is a rebuke to them. I hope that God will use my words to touch their hearts and help them to see the error of their ways. As for just a few nuts and bolts things as we continue on, there is a new email, which is ReverendZ@yahoo.com. It will appear at the end cards and in the description below on this thing. I do realize that some people have prayer requests that they do not necessarily wish to be public. If you would like to send me a private prayer request, please do it via the email. If you state that if you do not tell me that you wish it to be included in the prayer section, I will not include it in the prayer section. Or you could include something in the prayer section and just give me a different name to use or whatnot. But if you have some prayer requests, please send them via the emails. If you have some comments, you can also send those via the emails. There will, unfortunately, probably be some videos that the comments will be closed to. As of right now, I only have one comment, which I had to erase because it was full of profanity and at least one very vulgar suggestion. And that's inappropriate in this setting. So, if you're looking to spread hate, there are lots of platforms for that. Please don't do it here. Well, I thank all of you that have tuned in. If you wish to help out the channel, there is a Patreon gizmo that is in the description and various other places. Your donations are very helpful because I have a very small church and it doesn't really support me. Or actually, they don't pay me. So, but anyway, I thank you very much for tuning in. I ask you to keep me in your prayers. I'll be keeping you in mine. Thank you very much.